Well, well, well. The cat is finally out of the bag. We're getting another nation for Wargame Dragon, another DLC. 3 years after South Africa, 8 years after what back then was pretty much considered to be the last update for Wargame, the Red 4 DLC. We're getting Italy, finally. Um, Full disclosure, I knew about this for a bit. Obviously, I was not allowed to tell. At this point in time, I'm not sure what I am allowed to tell, so I'm not gonna say anything. This is mostly just an announcement video. It seems like they'll be doing the same thing that did with South Africa, which is like every week or so you'll see another blog post. So yeah, let's just take a quick look at it, shall we? Obviously, you can read for it yourself, so let's just skim through it, right? Obviously, Buongiorno, Mad, or Eugen, they love their movie gifts and whatnot. But basically, Italy was the last nation with really sufficient, unique equipment and a nation can also hold itself on its own, which is why it was chosen. Personally, I uh, would love even just smaller nations with some unique equipment. You don't have to make them as expensive as fully fledged nations. Just make sure people know that they're small nations and put them into a coalition with an existing nation. But it's a different story. So yeah, this is all about infantry for now. What do they get? Well, they get some old ass Garants, M1 Garants. Well, they're modified, but small arms. Yeah, but let's be real. Who cares, right? They're more or less standardized. But pretty much all of the infantry is gonna carry MG42s, which are pretty much MG3s. We'll have some Blindersights, a lot of super bazookas, and a really small recoilless rifle, 57mm, right? Just to put this into perspective, existing recoilless rifles, like a small AP or low AP1, for example, right now, as 90mm, right? So you can expect a 57mm to be pretty low AP, I reckon. They have Apilas and Panzerfaust 3, so high-end AT should not be an issue. And they have a unique recoilless rifle, the Volgore, 80mm, and some mini-me's every now and then. So infantry should look pretty good. They're they're gonna have super bazookas, which are already in the game, by the way, used by some reservists. I believe the South Korean reservists, for example, have them. Yep. I think Denmark also has them on their reservists. They're pretty bad. They have a lot of suppression, which is directly tied to the caliber, which means that even if they don't kill, sometimes they will just stun. But they're incredibly weak, which is fine, right? But given that presumably the infantry is gonna carry what are pretty much MG3s, you're probably gonna have like a new Dragona like squad. Types of infantry. So let's see what we have here. Right, we have Fanteria di Linea, which are your, I think it basically means line infantry, right? Lagunari and Maro, they're Marines. Riverine and Amphibious. So they get two types of more or less Marine infantry. Paracadutisti, airborne troops. Alpini, which light infantry. Oh, that's all. Okay, we have some special forces as well. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh, this was just overview, and the detail comes here. All right. So we have Gruppo di Controllo, your civil infantry, Riservisti. Should it not be Reservisti? I don't know. Militia, Fanteria di Linea, and 90. They tell us the exact loadout. So the VM59, which is battle rifle, MG. Well, I presume it's gonna have MG3 stance. Wait, hold on. We have these guys. They're basically using an MG42, MG42 as well, right? It's just renamed. So yeah, basically has to be MG3 stance. So MG3 battle rifle super bazooka. So similar to Dragona, just a bit weaker because they don't have the basic law. Fanteria di Linea 90. AR-7090, which is their fancy assault rifle, MG3, and Apilas. So Apilas on some line infantry. Guastatori, flamethrower squads. Lagunari, 15-man regular naval. So line infantry with 15 HP, and the same loadout as Fanteria. Milan 1, Milan 2. CSR SI. I think this means something sensory. It literally means recoilless rifle. With the tiny recoilless rifle squad. Stinger squad, Maro and Maro 90, which are the shock marines. Lindeside and Apilas respectively, but both have assault rifles and MG3s. Paracadutisti, also shock, airborne, which with pretty much the same loadout. So it seems like we'll see basically super bazooka on every non-90s infantry squad. MG3s or MG42s and battle rifle for the base and assault rifle or carbine or whatever it is for the 90s variant. Alpini, both base and 90, are shock 15-man light infantry with the recoilless rifle both. So the base one has the tiny recoilless rifle, the later one has the Folgore. Folgore has its own fist squad as well. 5 shock, they're shock, so I think they're so they must be like airborne and marine. Kolmoskin, I think there's a C missing here. Elite spawn with Panzerfaust 3. They're 1990 only, so there's just one variant. They look pretty sick, not gonna lie. Minimi and AR 7090. All basically whatever's, I presume this is this. Oh, they have an AUG. We don't have that for the Italian squads, what the hell? Recon, Esploratori, 5-man squad, Bersaglieri shock squad, and Paracecchini, 2-man sniper team. So they have, well, the regular squad has just Super Bazooka and I think it's an SMG. Shock squad has the Law, which was some of which were used, which is why only one squad gets it. MG3 and battle rifle, and the sniper squad, battle rifle, and the sniper. A G3. So I presume this is just gonna be a 1 HE without AP. And Com Subin, which are an elite 5-man squad with the Folgore recoilless rifle. So they are, in a sense, similar to Maglan, because Maglan are also 5-men and elite and the Recon squad, with Minimi and an SMG. So we'll see how they perform. We obviously gotta take a look first what the Folgore will look like in terms of stats. What happens next? This has been it for first preview, and there will be more to come. Probably on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, as they've been doing with Italy and, with South Africa and the Warner blog post as well. So yeah, infantry looks strong. Very strong, in fact. You get Apilas, you get Panzerfaust 3, which are very, very good. You get respectable 80 weapon teams, right? Sure, Milan 1, Milan 2, they're not like creme de la creme, but they're more than serviceable. You get the base Stinger, which is okay. But you get plenty of MG3s. You get battle rifles. You have light infantry, you have airborne, you have marines. What I don't see is... Oh, let me put it this way. All of the shock squads are, by the looks of it, non-mech. Maybe the Alpini are, but we'll see. But both Maro and Paracadutisti, they're Marines and Airborne respectively, so they're going to be available, presumably, in Marines, Airborne, and Moto. So no shock squad for mech, which is something to keep in mind, as mech is kind of an issue, especially blue mech. We also have to wait and see what is prototyped and what is not, because one thing that blue mech somewhat struggles at sometimes is infantry-based AT. They do get a law 80, of course, but that additional AP on the Apilas, for example, can make quite a difference. Either way, though, I'm excited. I hope you are. Let me know what you think. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye-bye.